more than a highlight show. It truly is a football night tradition. In now our 40th season, we bring you the best of Minnesota high school football.
TrueStone Financial presents the KARE 11 Prep Sports Extra. Now, here's your host, Randy Shaver.
Hi everybody, welcome to Prep Sports Extra, the final night of the regular season for just about every team in Minnesota, except for 26 teams in Class 6A who will play on Thursday. Then the regular season is officially over for everybody and we start talking about the playoffs. We have a big Prep Sports Extra selection show Friday morning for Class 6A. We'll talk about that in a minute, but first, it's our spotlight game tonight. Final one of the regular season, fast rising in 5A. Andover traveling to Armstrong. Here we go. Opening possession, Armstrong in red, Dawson Franke to Gideon Brecker. And the Falcons take the lead 7-0. Game's tied at 7. Chase Pemberton, perfect strike. Cameron Bagala, 39 yards down to the 3. It sets up Demario Davenport. Touchdown run for the Huskies. They take the lead 14-7. Second quarter, Pemberton shows off the legs, back from the broken collarbone and looking pretty good for Andover. Pemberton then will find Bagala. This is a 15-yard touchdown pass, puts Andover up 21-7. Then their defense goes to work. Jackson Wiley gets blown up by Luke Donnelly on this play. Later in the drive, on 4th and goal, Franke finds Brecker again, but Luke Deneke makes a huge tackle to stop the scoring play. Minute 20 left in the first half, Davenport. This is what he does. He is such a dangerous running back. 64 yards on the touchdown run, breaks the game open, makes it 28-7, halftime Andover. Pemberton then goes to work in the air, finds Davenport, short little flip, 20-yard touchdown to make it 35-7. Then Pemberton scrambling. Who else? Demario Davenport. Why not? This is a little flip, and he does the rest. Look at the moves. Touchdown. 62 yards. Final score, wow, Andover. 42-7 to finish, 7-1. Huge game in Mankato tonight. Number 2 Rogers, number 3 Mankato West. Jalen Smith, the Gopher recruit, with the interception for the Scarlets. That would set up Bart Makinich, the quarterback, to Maurice Staley for the touchdown. West wins. Rogers' first loss of the year, 28-0. Number 1 Chan at St. Louis Park. Josiah Cox, short touchdown run. Truth be told, we got there in the second half. It was already under control for Chan. They go on to win 58-0 to go 8-0 on the year. Jeff Williams, the longtime head coach at Owatonna, one of my favorite guys, has the Huskies in Apple Valley tonight to take on the Eagles. Jacob Ginsky is the quarterback for Owatonna. Pass right here to Caleb Holopeter for the touchdown for Owatonna. Tied the game at 6-6. Jackson Thornburg on the pass here. Wow, big catch by Noah Mergeson, 25 yards. Doesn't lead to anything though. Great play here by the Apple Valley defense. This game kind of went back and forth early on, but then Ginsky goes back to work and hits Holopeter for the 50-yard play. It would set up a touchdown. Owatonna wins. Final score over Apple Valley, 49-12. Let's go to Ricori. Biggest upset of the night. Number 2 ranked Orono, undefeated coming in, takes on number 7 Ricori. Remember, Ricori was the team that beat number 1 Hutchinson last month. Orono, Ricori. Beautiful stadium. Ricori has got a great setup. They got the Spartan, they got the plaza, they got the turf, they got the new stands. Gorgeous place to play football. Charles Cordes, touchdown for Orono, short yardage, 7-0. Orono dominated this game. This is Gabe Crouch on a 62-yard touchdown run. The big linebacker takes it all the way. They led 13-0. It was 16-0 when this happened though. Will Style picks off the pass, goes 94 yards for the touchdown for Ricori. That turned the game around and they upset the Orono Spartans tonight to hand them their first loss of the year on the final night of the regular season, 20-16. Number 1 Becker in 4A rolls over Foley to remain undefeated at 8-0 heading into the playoffs. Dassel with a big win over Princeton tonight, 48-22. Litchfield bombs Richfield, 68-21 was the final. They go undefeated. Hutch with a big win, 52-6 over Holy Angels. And we're correcting the score from 10. Wilmer did win this game in an upset over Totino Grace in overtime, 36-35. Minneapolis North, moving from 2A to 3A, plays 4A Fridley. And look at this touchdown run by Khalil Brown, 43 yards to give the Polars a 20-0 lead. A little bit later, Malik Powell would score from a yard out for Minneapolis North right here to make it 27-0. They go on to win easily, 42-0 over Fridley. As I said, most of 6A plays tomorrow to close out the regular season. That's because they don't start their playoffs until a week from Friday. A couple of 6A games tonight, though, starting in St. Michael. Moundsview taking on the Knights. Short touchdown run by Madden Grobau for St. Michael. 5 yards out, 9-3 at this point. Jacob Sampson to Peter Wynn. Touchdown Moundsview. They're on top now, 10-9. This game goes back and forth. Mitchell Olson scored from 6 yards out to put St. Michael in front. They get a late field goal and they win, 20-17. Big win for St. Michael Albertville. Eagan Eastview, their rivals. Jack Kruger with the interception here for the Eagan Wildcats. It would set up a short touchdown run by Nick Resdahl from 5 yards out. Right there, the fullback takes it in. Touchdown, 6-0. It was 10-0. Look at the razzle-dazzle. Halfback pass. Cooper DeSutter to Juju Stampley Jr. 30-yard touchdown play, making it 10-6. But Eagan dominates the game. Their running game is very good. Nick Resdahl takes it in for the touchdown, and they win 45-20 the final. Hopkins, Edina. Meyer Sweeney, the great junior receiver, one of the top recruits next year. Touchdown catch for Edina from Mason West. Cade Chrysler gets the safety, and then Chrysler would turn around on the next possession and catch a short touchdown pass. It was all Edina tonight. 72-0 was the final. Here's a few of the 6A games we're watching tomorrow. Minnetonka, Maple Grove. This game being played at 1 o'clock. Obviously, no school because of MAA. That's going to be a huge game. We'll have highlights for you of that game and a few others on our sportscast tomorrow at 6 and 10. Back to 6A. After the regular season ends tomorrow, then the seeding for the playoffs begin. And on Friday morning, we will once again host a Class A selection show at 10 a.m. We've never done this before.
Our 6A selection show Friday, October 20th will look and feel a lot like last year's show. A panel of 6A coaches will join me live on set as we reveal the playoff bracket, one set of 8 teams at a time, until all 32 teams are announced.
I've never seen him play a down of football.
But isn't that kind of the beauty of 6A?
Our online audience last year was huge, and we expect it to be even larger on Friday morning.
I think there's an appetite for it, right? People are interested in it. 6A is different. You know, we have 32 teams. We used to say 32 teams in the metro area. We don't have that anymore.
That's right.
with Rochester and Mayo. I would say those 32 communities care deeply, but then there's an audience out there that wants to see how it works, right? I think the other thing, Randy, this was your idea, right? So thank you for doing that. But it brings a transparency to the process, how it works. It educates our audience, it educates our communities, and they get to see this play out over a period of time. That's only one of our classes of football, right? And it is different. So I just appreciate you being creative and a bit of an entrepreneur and us working together to really give your audience and our audience the ability to see what that looks like.
So in partnership with the State High School League, Friday morning, 10 a.m., our 6A selection show, live on KARE11.com, the KARE11 YouTube page, and on our streaming channel, KARE11 Plus on Roku and Fire. And Julia Daniels will be part of the watch party at Anoka High School on Friday morning as well. Should be a lot of fun. We hope you'll tune in.
Tackle Cancer is sponsored by Minnesota Oncology.
Just a shout out to the MFCA, the Tackle Cancer Program, wrapping up tonight, the 12th season of Tackle Cancer, counting colleges and the Vikings and the high schools, almost 200 football programs across Minnesota taking part. Money raised supports cancer research and patient aid in Minnesota through the Randy Shaver Cancer Research and Community Fund. The Minnesota Football Coaches Association's goal, $500,000 this year. We'll see if they get there. We'll be right back.
I'm Max Mogelson, defensive lineman from Two Rivers High School, and you're watching the Prep Sports Extra.
Pond Highlights is sponsored by True Stone Financial.
A good neighbor would give you a cup of sugar if you asked. At True Stone Financial, we don't have any sugar, but we will give you up to $350 when you switch to a True Stone checking account. It's true, because we're True Stone.
Get ready every day with KARE11 Sunrise.
Rise and shine, everyone.
Giving you an accurate forecast.
We're tracking showers moving in that could slow you down.
Breaking news from overnight.
Yeah, let's get right to the new video.
And you're noticing.
So good to meet you.
I cannot wake up without turning y'all on.
All together, you guys are kind of like a little family.
You guys are a breath of fresh air in the morning to start the day.
And that's my little routine, so thank y'all for making it better.
Every day starts with sunrise on KARE11.
Menards will help you stack up big savings when insulating your home. Plus, save 11% on all insulation. A properly insulated home can save you money on your utility bill, all while increasing your family's comfort. Plus, stack on the savings and save more money with additional federal tax credits on qualifying energy efficiency home improvement purchases. Get a roll of R13 Craft paper-faced insulation for $12.10 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are Hy-Vee canned corn or green beans, just 49 cents. Campbell's Chunky or Well Yes soup, just $1.77. And Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Top Round Roast, $2.99 a pound. Only at Hy-Vee.
Be a part of the Tackle Cancer campaign with the Minnesota Football Coaches Association. Raise money for cancer research and patient aid. Look for a Tackle Cancer game in your area this fall. Tackle Cancer, sponsored by Minnesota Oncology.
You do the most. So why not earn the most? With True Rate Checking from True Stone Financial, you get the most from your account. This much most, to be exact. It's true, because we're True Stone.
The KARE11 Prep Sports Extra, sponsored by True Stone Financial.
This is the 40th year of the Prep Sports Extra.
Yep.
So, in your opinion, what impact, if any, do you think the show has had on high school football in Minnesota?
It's something people look forward to, you know. And I know as from our coaching staff, after our games on Friday nights, we go to one of our coaches' houses and we just sit in the garage and talk and whatnot. But then we watch a show together.
My thanks to Nick. I appreciate that very much. Let's get back to the action. Class 4A, one of the state's leading receivers in action tonight in Malacca. And Julia Daniels was there. Julia?
That's right, Randy. Delano Junior receiver Jake Schultz came into the night second in the state in receiving yards with 781 and 10 touchdowns through 7 games. Tonight, Delano took on Malacca. Let's jump into some highlights. Malacca is on the board first with their first possession of the night. Quarterback keeper Braden Taylor finds a hole, and it's 7-0 Wolves. Delano strikes back with the handoff to Kale Olson. 5-yard TD run in. The game's all tied up at 7. We move to the second quarter. We get to see Schultz really shine here. Bryce Peterson is looking, and look who's wide open. Jake Schultz all on his lonesome near the 10. He walks that one in. Malacca only able to find the end zone once more. Delano runs away with it, 35-14. Now, I heard the Delano coaches before the game telling their guys get used to that field. They're used to turf on their own field, so real grass out at Malacca. It started to rain, got a little colder by the time I left, but I didn't melt, so I think that is what is most important. Let's check out Hot Highlights.
Hot Highlights is sponsored by Truestone Financial.
We're so happy you didn't melt. We have our Hot Highlights winner after a very short week of voting, but man, we got a lot of votes this week. The winner with 47%, Mounds View's Joey Muehlstein with the big tackle. Watch it again. Here's the winning play for Hot Highlights. The receiver catches the ball, but Muehlstein is there with a monster tackle. It's our Hot Highlights winner this week. We'll have 3 new choices for you to vote on Monday night at 6 in KARE 11 Sports. Back to the action, Watertown Mayor and Breck. Brady Bjork on the receiving end for Breck. And they take the lead on the touchdown pass here. And then their defense goes to work. Their defense was actually exceptional tonight. Big interception by Muraith Muhammad coming up for Breck right here against Watertown Mayor. And they shut him out. Final score tonight, way to go. 13-0, Breck a winner. St. Agnes and Sam Thompson, give them credit, man. 8-0, what a great season for St. Agnes. And they win today over Academy Force. Aaron Hernandez for 50 yards on this touchdown run to put the Aggies ahead 7-0. Great move by Hernandez as he takes it into the pylon for the touchdown. A little bit later, it's Patrick Burns on a short touchdown to make it 13-0. And then they go through the air. Dan Plaman, their star safety and receiver, outstanding athlete. Ooh, it looked like a block in the back. Touchdown there for Plaman. That made it 27-0. And then Landon Mickelson finds Plaman again. This time it's 50 yards in the touchdown. St. Agnes wins in an easy victory. 48-22 was the final. We checked the Skyway. Byron, a win over South St. Paul, 42-6. Hill Murray knocked off Como Park. 56-6 was the final. They finished 5-3. Mound West Tonka finishes 7-1 with a victory over Benilde St. Margaret's. Annandale had to come back to win that game over New London Spicer, 29-19 final. Big Lake 40-7. Glencoe Silver Lake over Faribault, 20-14 the final. Concordia Academy shuts out Roosevelt. St. Paul Johnson over Minneapolis South, 26-12. Southwest rolls 27-0. How about Dan O'Brien and Holy Family? Snapped a 22-game losing streak to start the season. They finished the year 5-3. Congratulations to the Fire. They knocked off SMB tonight. Chisago Lake 61-6. Brooklyn Center over Spectrum 13-10 was the final. St. Anthony gets by Edison 22-20. Zimmerman over St. Cloud Apollo 45-7. Also, Litchfield, I think we had this score earlier, 68-21. They finished the season undefeated. Two Rivers finishes 7-1. Congratulations to them. They beat Simley, the defending 4A champions, 38-21. St. Croix Lutheran over Venture Academy. Minneapolis Henry in a last-second field goal beat De La Salle 10-7 the final. Washburn over Kennedy. And Winona beat Century 42-28. And we'll be right back.
I'm Zayshawn Rich, cornerback at North High, and you're watching the Prep Sports Extra.
You do the most. So why not earn the most? With True Rate Checking from Truestone Financial, you get the most from your account. This much most, to be exact. It's true, because we're Truestone.
The KARE 11 Weather Warn Day signals a change coming for your weather.
Big hail, downpours, and flooding over the last few hours.
Because severe storms strike fast, the Weather Warn symbol lets you know when to be prepared.
Today's Weather Warn Day certainly has been verified by what we're seeing on the radar right now.
Think of it as an alert that keeps you and your family safe during difficult weather. So when the next storm is heading your way, you'll be prepared. Be warned before the storm with KARE 11 Weather Warn.
Be a part of the Tackle Cancer campaign with the Minnesota Football Coaches Association. Raise money for cancer research and patient aid. Look for a Tackle Cancer game in your area this fall. Tackle Cancer, sponsored by Minnesota Oncology.
Introducing Hy-Vee Perks prices. Chicken leg quarters, 10-pound bag, H-Perks price, 69 cents a pound. Bananas, H-Perks price, 39 cents a pound. And Hy-Vee pasta, H-Perks price, 88 cents. Make the switch or sign up today. It's free and easy.
Get 11% off your entire kitchen upgrade at Menards. Clearview Cabinetry is flexible by design, so you can go from doors to drawers for storage that works at every stage. And the style is so easy to update, you can do it in a snap, meaning you don't have to remodel your space to make it work even better. Save over $300 on these Stroma kitchen cabinets after rebate. Clearview Cabinetry, 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
A good neighbor would give you a cup of sugar if you asked. At Truestone Financial, we don't have any sugar, but we will give you up to $350 when you switch to a Truestone checking account. It's true, because we're Truestone.
The KARE 11 Prep Sports Extra, sponsored by Truestone Financial.
Congratulations to Tim Carlson and the Jefferson Jags. They win tonight in Rochester against John Marshall. Nice defensive play by Henry Lagro. They win 30-6 to finish the regular season 7-1. Congratulations to Jefferson. Irondale, Cretin-Derham Hall came down to the last second play. Miles Bollinger to Dixon Montef. And the Raiders come back to beat Irondale. Final score tonight, 20-16. New Prague beats St. Cloud Tech. Jack Hennon gets loose around the edge, takes it in for the touchdown. Big win tonight for the Trojans. We check the scores in the North Star District, and it's New Prague 35-7. Big upset. St. Thomas Academy beaten by Chaska tonight in Chaska 35-34. Waconia wins in Bemidji tonight. Mankato East clobbers Austin 69-21. Monticello, big win over Cambridge. Cooper knocked off Hastings 22-8 was the final. Park Center wins at Sartell tonight. Sauk Rapids Rice survives Moorhead. 35-28 was the final in that game. Matamidi loses in overtime to Spring Lake Park, 27-26. Northfield wins on the road at Tartan tonight. 36-6 was the final. Central over Highland Park, 34-24. Brainerd beats St. Francis, 42-16 the final. And Casson Manorville knocked off Providence Academy 17-10. We'll be right back.
I'm Maxwell Woods, running back out of Chanhassen High School, and you are watching the Prep Sports Extra.
You do the most. So why not earn the most? With True Rate Checking from Truestone Financial, you get the most from your account. This much most, to be exact. It's true, because we're Truestone.
Be a part of the Tackle Cancer campaign with the Minnesota Football Coaches Association. Raise money for cancer research and patient aid. Look for a Tackle Cancer game in your area this fall. Tackle Cancer, sponsored by Minnesota Oncology.
When difficult weather is on its way, we make it a KARE 11 Weather Warn Day. Get the latest, most accurate information as we track the storm for you, letting you know when to expect it and when you're in the clear. Be warned before the storm with KARE 11 Weather Warn.
Save 11% on Menards' unbeatable selection of Atlas Roofing products. Castlebrook, Briarwood, and Pinnacle shingles feature a limited lifetime warranty, up to 130-mile-per-hour wind warranty, and a super wide design for fast installation. Choose from 20 styles in stock, ready to take home today. Atlas shingles are made to protect your home for years to come. Save 11% on all Atlas shingles right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
A good neighbor would give you a cup of sugar if you asked. At Truestone Financial, we don't have any sugar, but we will give you up to $350 when you switch to a Truestone checking account. It's true, because we're Truestone.
Some more scores tonight. St. Peter falls to Worthington 20-14. Kimball over St. Cloud Cathedral 14-12 the final. Albert Lee 29-8 over Belle Plaine. Minnewaska area beat Melrose tonight 28-6. Other scores, Pine City falls to number 2 ranked Esco 61-0. Norwood Young America survives to remain undefeated 49-48 over Gibbon Fairfax-Winthrop. Fairmont, a victory over two ranked teams over Waseca, 21-0. Detroit Lakes, big win over East Grand Forks. 40-7 was the final. North Branch over Cloquet, 44-7. Marshall beat New Ulm tonight, 35-7 was the final. Albany, 43-42 over Montevideo. Rockford wins 7 games in the regular season for the first time since 1970. 43-6, a winner over Sauk Center. Other scores, Maple Lake falls to Osakis, 51-0. St. Charles over Red Wing, 39-0. And a couple of other scores. Piers, 20-8 winner, and Stewartville knocked off Rochester Lourdes, 28-6. Prep Sports Extra celebrating 40 years this fall, and from the beginning, in 1984, we would choose one game, football nights, to spotlight, thus the spotlight game, right? Well, my man, Craig Norkus, has been there from start to finish for the last 20 years and has taken the spotlight game to new heights.
My best memories are from high school football and Friday night.
That'll make the prep show tonight.
And so getting a chance to produce the spotlight games every Friday night, I just relive all the great memories that I have and then get a chance to experience all the new ones as we go forward.
Quick smile for the Prep Sports Extra.
Once I started producing those spotlight games, to really get my teeth in and realize, wow, I really get to do 20 plays for highlights? And I was like, yes, instead of like 2, you know, which is what I might have to do for a typical game, you know, so I was all jacked up about that.
That was great. That was awesome. That was right in my grill.
I really love the fact that when I get out there on that field every Friday night, I feel like I'm 17, 18 years old again.
Good to see you, man.
I should get some pearls before I came here. I seriously, vicariously live through these players, these games, and I literally feel like I'm 17 or 18 again. If I'm on the field before the games and I'm running around with these players with my GoPros and stuff, and I'm reminded that I'm not as fast as I was 35 years ago, but it still makes me feel 17 or 18. That's my favorite part.
Here we go.
There are so many things that I cover in news that sometimes I'm not wanted there. And what I love also about Friday nights covering football is everybody wants you there. The coaches, the fans, the parents, the players, even the refs. Hey, thanks for doing what you do, man. And it just feels great to be wanted.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Dominate, dominate, dominate. Let's go.
How the hell did you survive without me being there for 18 years?
You know, it's funny if you think about it. It's a generation before you showed up. There's a generation of Prep Extra before you showed up.
Before I even showed up.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing. It's amazing. But that also speaks to the success that it's had.
Editing on one knee up in the stands, super glamorous.
It's important to people, and it's special to provide something that's important to people. And to, again, treat high school football and all the athletes that give it their all, put in so much work, the hard work, the coaches, and all the people that put in the hard work, to give it the publicity that it deserves, that's important to me.
And for the record, Craig has always maintained that he is overwhelmingly ready to come into a game if called upon.
He may not get back out of that stance once he gets in it. My thanks to Craig. He does such a great job. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. The next Prep Sports Extra is Tuesday night, October 24th, as we start the Minnesota playoffs. It's going to be a lot of fun. And a reminder, Friday morning, Class 6A Prep Sports Extra Selection Show. We revealed the brackets live on KARE 11's YouTube page, KARE11.com, and our KARE 11 Plus channel, 10 a.m. Friday morning. We'll see you then.